Yeah, you're writing this like word for word for your bell work today. So yesterday we went through this whole process of factoring the perfect cube pattern, and that's great. That's a really cool pattern. It's good to know. It's useful. However, there's a ton of third degree polynomials that don't have these exact numbers in them. So you have to use all these other strategies to factor. So if you're trying to factor a higher degree polynomial and you don't, well, what you should always do first is look for a GCF. And that was the case with quadratics too. It's always helpful to look for a greatest common factor. On the screen. We're going to factor a cube just to review it from yesterday. Let's see if you can remember the pattern. I have it written on the sideboard. Okay, so here's number 5. This is your 5th Bellwort question. It's written here, but in case you can't see it because the podium I'm writing it up there. So everybody ready for this? Can I move away from the notes? Sure. Of course you can. Of course. Let's do it. Do you remember the pattern? Hey, here I go. Numero 5. Alright, well, I see 125 and 343, and I think they look familiar, so I just double check the list of cubes, and sure enough, 343 and 125 are both on there. Since they're both on there, I know I can factor in one of these two patterns. It's a plus sign, so I'm going to factor just like x to the third plus y to the third. It's a binomial, then a trinomial. Little parenthesis, big parenthesis. I'm going to memorize the signs. The signs for addition is plus. Yep, so I put the plus sign there. And then it's minus plus. Those are the signs. And then I get to work cube rooting. So 125, cube rooted is 5. I'll put the x with it. 343, cube rooted is 7. Coming right from the list. Now here is probably where I'm most likely to see a mistake. So hopefully you tried it because it's important for you to make mistakes and learn from them. The correct term here is 25x squared. The mistake people make is just to write 5x squared. That's all right. Remember, you're supposed to also square the coefficient, the number in front. Next, we should multiply the 7 and the 5 together to get 35. And last, square 7 to get 49. I multiplied this and this. And then 7 times 7. That's the pattern. And that's what we spent yesterday trying to go through. That pattern. I did last class, I found a short Kahoot to review these cubes. So we're going to do a short Kahoot before I check yesterday's homework. Top 3 will get assignment passes. So Here we go. A Kahoot. A cubing Kahoot. Just to review the pattern before we start something else. Yeah, get your phones out or a Chromebook, whatever's gonna be quicker. I'm gonna green light phones because I know those are quicker for Kahoot. But if you need a Chromebook, get a Chromebook. This Kahoot's gonna really force you to think about signs. Just what you need, forcing signs. This is the one I want to do. How do I start over? And now. This is so cute. Alicia, Natalie, and Lewis for the win. Dennis and Danny. Now, how do I play again? Kahoot. Play again. Thank you. Thank you for making this easy. Amenity Classic. There we go. If you need to get a Chromebook, go ahead. It's a longer. You have time. Someone who joined late last class got through.
Maybe it's using them. I guess. Turkey, where is turkey? Oh, you can just fix it.
Oh, sure.
Alright, who's still trying to get in, everybody? It looks like there's like 7 people missing still. That's a lot. Jesus.
Why? Because Mabry's not here.
I answered 6.
If you get more money, you probably go to eat.
I picked one. It's plus 1.
Maybe.
Oh, I got it wrong too. Try to get it right.
No, why is it not working?
I just put the change.
This ball was it's not working. I can't figure out how to get it.
Oh boy. Oh, this one had a trick. I got tricked.
Oh, no.
You're genius.
That too. So.
That makes me smart.
If it's blue, they cheat. Because there's no way it's blue.
It's not blue because that's supposed to be square.
That's what I'm saying. They're not Oh man, here we go.
What multiplies to -77? Add some more. Put it in parentheses. Set the parentheses equal to 0, solve.
That's not right, dude. That's a negative.
I don't think any of those are correct.
Oh, well, that's not right.
That's what it is. Okay. Okay. I recommend you write it down. Just skip it. They're taking so long to take GCF of 3x gets set equal to 0, and that's why 0 is an answer. And then 25 gets square rooted, and that's plus or minus 5. Yeah.
Someone's gonna fail. I think I got it right this time. What'd you put? What is it? Pick a random answer again. I'm too good. It's okay. I'm sure Cooper got it right. I think I got it. I think I got it.
Yo, it cut off. My phone cut off. My phone cut off. No, you got saved me and my
Buddy.
ah. I think I ain't now. Now I'm back at 8. You already in position. You got
There, baby. Yeah, it is. Actually, I cheated, you guys. Oh wait, my bad. I'm not too. That was like. Guys, that was the first answer. So you said not 25. No, I didn't. No, trust. Oh, don't trust, guys. Don't trust is yellow. It's yellow. That was fun. I just smell yellow. So I think I got it right, guys. Yay! I finished 16. So it kicks me out when I just have to. I don't know what I got, but I think I got first place, guys. Alright, good job. Get out your homework. I'm gonna give you credit for it. And then I have 3 problems to go through with you. Okay? Let's do it. I know, so but I can't get better.
How far are you on what's called this counselor?
Well, I'm still on the first night. Wait, no, I'm on the second one. I'm only doing 2. For night, the word night. I'm only doing 2, like, these 2 quotas for night. Nobody got something. Alright, let's do more. Are there 2 problems up here that are more challenging than the rest? First up, let me say, number 5 is a good question to really look at if you're still trying to figure this out. Look at the pattern in number 5. Number 6, however, is extra tricky because you're factoring it and it's not in standard form. And I know a lot of you reordered it. You put the 8 first because it has the variable, but it's not as good that way. Keep it just like this. Put the 5 below the 125, the cube root of 125. Put the cube root of 8 right below the 8. And then make your trinomial in this exact order. Okay, don't try to reorder it.
The 6 is these multiplied together. You just memorize the signs. The signs don't make sense. Yesterday in bell work, we distributed. So you really should try, if you distribute the 3 and then the 2 and then combine like terms, you'll see that 4 different things cancel out. And they won't do that if there's no minus sign. If it's all plus signs, we would never have just 2 terms. You need a minus sign. All right, the other really tricky question was number 10. Take a look at 10. There's a greatest common factor of 64 and 10. So let me show you the answer that you probably have is without the 64 taken out. If you don't see a GCF, you're not going to get full credit. And on a digital math test like Big Ideas, you won't get any credit. Like we gotta acknowledge the GCF here. So let me show you 10. That looks like a disaster. Okay. Here's 10 if you did not GCF. So this was a good job if you did this. However, there's still a bunch of greatest common factors in there. You can take a 4 out of these two, and you can take a 16 out of these two. If you don't do that, then it's not done factoring. So you have to find those GCFs. You guys have no questions about that. Like old news, Baldwin. Any questions? I guess the word does. Hey guys, here we go. I got 3 problems to do with you. Ready to go? Ready to go? I got 3 problems to do. I think I got 9 minutes to do that. So how many minutes do I have per problem? Let's go. This is just right here on the screen right now. There's 3 things I want to show you about factoring higher degree polynomials. It all has to do with the notes you wrote for Bellwork. Number 1 said always look for a GCF. So when I look at this polynomial, it is a 3rd degree polynomial. So I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe it's a perfect cube. And I set up my binomial and my trinomial. But it doesn't have these green numbers in it. So it's not a perfect cube. It's some other 3rd degree polynomial. So you have to use a different strategy. Always look for a GCF. What's the greatest common factor here? X. You're going to pull an X out front. Take X away from every term. Then you go again. With what's in the parentheses, you factor again. You're going to factor that. That's now chapter 3 factoring. It's just a plain old quadratic. So now that you've taken it from a cubic to a quadratic, you use the strategies from last chapter. What multiplies to -5 and adds to -4? Yep, we just did this in the cubic. Multiply to -5, add to -4, -5 and 1. So then it would be x out front, x minus 5, x plus 1. You box all of that as the factored form. So this is a third degree. The degree matches the number of zeros. So since it starts in third degree, I'm looking for 3 zeros. So this is one of them, x equals 0, x equals 5, and x equals -1. So for a third degree, I should see 3 x's represented somehow, if you factored it correctly. Number 2, look for a GCF. I'm not worried. I'm looking at GCFs, what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about water bottles. I'm not thinking about you. I'm thinking about numbers and x's. Patterns. Numbers, x's, and patterns. What is the GCF here? X squared. I wish I could take a 2, but that 5 in the middle is wrecking that for me. So I'm just taking x squared out, leaving 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. So then I see what's left after the GCF and I factor again. This is going to have to be the A times C method, and that was not in the Kahoot. It's the longest, most annoying factoring. We try to avoid it, but here we are. So I would do 2 times -12 is -24. And I need numbers that will multiply to -24 and add to +5. What is it? 8 and -3. So I can't go straight to parentheses since this is the A times C method. That means we rewrite the middle. Okay, I better just right up here. So what do I got? I got the x squared that I'm going to really ignore. I'm not going to forget about it, but I'm going to ignore this GCF. And then I got 2x squared plus 8x minus 3x minus 12. And now I have 4 terms, so I do the grouping method. Take a GCF out of each group of 2. I guess they're having issues in East Math right now. People don't remember that. I don't know what to do. They could do it last year and they can't do it this year and they can't remember it. Why is it hard to remember? It's just hard to get in the first place, I think. Okay, so I got 2x minus 3, x plus 4, and that x squared out front. So this started as a 4th degree polynomial. This x squared counts for 2, 3, 4. What I start with and what I end with should be the same number. I started with 4 x's. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 x's in the answer. That should match up. And here's the last one. Am I going too quick? I really am. The number 3. Are you guys ready for number 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, it's x to the third plus 5x squared minus 4x minus 20. No GCF. Yikes. How many terms we got here, Joseph? It's a 3rd degree polynomial. How many terms we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, group them. If you have 4 terms, you don't have to look at the whole thing. You can go 2 and 2. That's what's great about an even number of things. So now I can just look at 2 at a time. And I go straight to grouping. I don't need a GCF in all four. I just do GCF 2 at a time. So the first two, x squared. The last two, -4. So I've assigned you guys some odd was 15, 17, 19, 21, 5 odd problems. Maybe you'll have time in your class to do it today. Maybe you'll have a free period, you can do it and not have any homework over break. I don't know. But they're odd, so you can look up the answer, okay? Just odds. Yeah, I was gonna do all, but then I decided to do that preview. I didn't know this. Maybe I should have just done the math and not the